Namaskaram. Today I'm here to explain the topic, Intuition by Guru Paramahansa Yogananda, using my own words in simple language, so it's easy for all of you to understand. This is a continuation of the other video. You can find part 1 in pinned comment. To understand this video better, watch that video first if you haven't already. If you like our content, click like, subscribe for further videos. Intuition is soul guidance, appearing naturally in man during those instants when his mind is calm. The goal of yoga science is to calm the mind so that without distortion, it may hear the unmistakable advice of the inner voice. Here, by inner voice, he means the voice of the divine within each one of us. Solve all your problems through meditation, Lahiri Mahasaya said. Attune yourself to the active inner guidance. The divine voice has the answer to every dilemma of life. Though man's creativity of getting himself into trouble appears to be endless, the infinite aid of spirit is highly and surprisingly resourceful. In wanting us to depend on him alone, God does not mean that you should not think for yourself. He wants you to use your initiative. That is your own power to act. The idea is, if you fail to seek conscious attunement with God first, you cut off the source, and so you cannot receive his help. When you look to him first for all things, he will guide you. He will reveal to you what your mistakes are, so that you can change yourself and change the direction of your life. Remember, greater than a million reasonings of the mind, that is, rather than having a million thoughts to solve a problem, it is better to sit and meditate upon God until you feel calmness within. Then say to the Lord, I can't solve my problem alone, even if I thought a zillion different thoughts, but I can solve it by placing it in your hands, asking first for your guidance, and then following through by thinking out the various angles for a possible solution. God does help those who help themselves. When your mind is calm and filled with faith after praying to God in meditation, you're able to see various answers to your problems. And because your mind is calm, you're capable of picking out the best solution. Follow that solution, and you will meet with success. This is applying the science of religion in your daily life. Here, when Paramahansa Yogananda says religion, he doesn't mean orthodox, regular religion, but a spiritual set of rules, and faith in God is called as religion. Human life is surrounded with sorrow until we know how to tune in with the divine will. Divine will's direction is often impossible to understand to the egoistic intelligence of the mind. Sri Yukteswar said, God alone gives unerring counsel. Who but he bears the burden of the cosmos? Meaning that only God is able to give one the most accurate advice. He is the one who carries the weight and responsibility of the entire cosmos. When we know the Heavenly Father, we will have the answers not only to our own problems, but to those that trouble the world. Why do we live, and why do we die? Why the present happenings, and why those of the past? I doubt there will ever come on earth any saint who will answer all the questions of all human beings. But in the temple of meditation, every riddle of life that troubles our hearts shall be resolved. We will learn the answers to the puzzles of life and find the solution to all our difficulties when we come in contact with God. This Paramahansa Yogananda has said with direct experiences due to his own meditations, and this was not bookish knowledge. Now you can say this affirmation coming up in the video slowly before going to bed or just after you wake up. You can also repeat in the day, but waking and sleeping times makes this affirmation more effective. Heavenly Father, I will reason, I will, I will act, but guide Thou my reason, will, and activity to the right thing that I should do. The meaning of the affirmation is, Heavenly Father, I will use my mind and reasons and take actions, but you guide my mind and actions and my own free will, which you've given to only do the right thing that I should do.